Namaskar friends, my name is Amol Singh. I am a student of Aligarh Muslim University, Malappuram Center, Kerala. My topic is the role of ICT in modern schools or at school. Okay, this presentation is being prepared by me and some of my friends. Their names are Mohammad Yahya Niazi and Nigas Sohail. Now we shall be talking about how the information communication technology in these all technologies are revolutionizing the education, means how they are benefiting the education sector. As you know that education is the the weapon to change the world, and also the development of a country and of a society or any community depends upon the education. So the education is one of the biggest element that we have to work, and that affects the development, that plays the role in development. Now let's go further into the detail. Now first, the role and the need of the technology. What is the role of the technologies, and what are their needs? Okay, so technology has transformed everything, the way we are teaching and the way we are learning. For example, we are in 21st century. The skills that are required to live in this century are very different than those skills which were required to live in the last century, 20th or 19th century. So their role in terms of outcomes of the education, in terms of the objective of the education, are different. So the technology has transformed the way we learn, opening up a world of possibilities in classroom. Join us, we explored the many benefits of integrating information and communication technology into the educational experiences. Now let's go further. What are their benefits and how we can incorporate the ICT in our education? The first point is personalized learning. By using these technologies, we can personalize the learning experiences. Means we can make the education, the teaching, as a personal experience of a learner. For example, we can teach the student, or the student can learn with their pace, with the speed of their learning, according to their individual differences. Because nowadays the education is learner centered, not the teacher centered. We have been studying, and we have been taught, and the teachers have been teaching in the way that teacher centered. Now we are much focused upon the learner centered. So first point is it gives them a personalized experience, personal learning experience, and also it enhances the engagement of the learners. For example, very many apps are there, many softwares are there, and they develop their interest to learn. So it first is it personalized learning, and it enhances the engagement of the student. Now third is access information. For example, nowadays access to information is very much easy. Anybody can access to any information, and the geographical boundaries are no more restricting them. Students studying in any parts of the country can access the content that is given by professors or their teachers. And also other point is collaboration and communication. They can work collectively. For example, Google Docs is there, many sites are there where we can prepare our work, can prepare our assignment, can write our assignment collectively. By one student is working in south at this south part of India, in this south part of India, and then other is from north part of India, then they can work collectively. So it brings them together, it brings them closer, it reduces the gap, the distance. Okay, so these are their benefits of these are the benefits of using ICT in terms of education. Now, classroom integration of IT tools and technologies. You know how the classes of the school can be effective. Now, first point is interactive whiteboards. The Android and these whiteboards are being used in these nowadays in the schools. Then they are interactive. Interactive means they are controlled by the teachers or by the students. They talk to them. They follow the instruction of the learners, so they can learn. This develops their interest and engages them. So the whiteboards, interactive whiteboard, TVs are being used. Okay, so and learning management system, we can manage the learning system of the student. We as a teacher can manage their learning system. We can provide the material. Now the role of teacher is a facilitator, a guide, as a assistant, not as that autocratic. The role is democratic. So we are just guiding them. We are their mentor. A teacher has to work as a mentor, as a support. Now, virtual reality and augmented reality. For example, many practicals are there in sciences. So we can these that practicals are being conducted online. For example, many sites are there. NCRT is being provided. They are providing very many sites, so they can get the real experiences. They can make with the help of these technology, we can make the class inclusive. We can bring the outside world into the classroom. So these are their education apps and softwares are there. Many Zoo is there, Google Meet is there. So we can, by using this technology, we can engage and enhance the experiences of learning. Now, enhancing student engagement and learning outcome. Learning outcome, nowadays I already told you that the education is outcome based. Outcome based means that the learner should be able to do the work, any work that they are doing, not like rote memorization is there. Now focus is upon skills. Skills are required for industries, so that they can solve their real life problem, so that they can use their knowledge into the real world. Now the education is outcome based, so the ICT helps in that. First point is it increase motivation. ICT in terms of motivation increase their motivation. When the students are motivated, they will learn the more things. Okay, now improved comprehension. Comprehension means it improves their understanding ability. And also, by learning and by using these technologies, by learning from these technology, through these technology, it improve the retention power of the retention ability of the students. They can retain the information for a longer period of time. Now the education just like recognize the things. If you can recognize it, you can relate it, you can do it. You don't need to have the knowledge in your hand. You just have to handle all those things. Okay, enhance critical thinking. It enhance the critical thinking. Critical thinking means the problem solving ability, and make them creative. Critical analytical thinking and skill development, making student now the education is multidisciplinary. For example, studying sociology, what is the multidisciplinary means? Multidisciplinary means one discipline is connected to other discipline. For example, if we study sociology from the perspective of science, then we can observe that, we can learn that, we can see that how the sociology is controlled, how the society is controlled. For example, studying political science and sociology, we can do that. We can conduct the experiments. Okay, so skills are required. It helps in skills developments, enhance critical thinking, improve comprehension, increase motivation. So these are the outcome based education. Okay, and also the ICT not only helps the student but also the teacher. For their professional development, for their continuous development. It helps them teacher training and professional development. It helps their training at the time of their training, so they can provide the better education to the new generation. Now, effective integration pedagogical, the digital pedagogy. One term is used nowadays is digital pedagogy and technology skills. Digital pedagogy means the pedagogy. Now the earlier we were using that subject pedagogy, that was different. Now digital pedagogy is that that using the teaching pedagogy means teaching using the that ICT, that's called the digital pedagogy. It helps them in that way also. Now, equity and accessibility in ICT enabled classroom. So what does it mean? It means that with the help of this technology, equity and accessibility can be maintained. For example, if all are having internet connection, devices accessibility to the devices, then they can all work simultaneously, can learn simultaneously. So they will have a education based on democracy, based on equality. Otherwise, one student is teaching, one teacher is teaching in the class, and all students are not able to catch his or her all teaching all her points, all his points. Okay, so it helps in them also. Now the technology, all these are working as as an assistant. Okay, now further, there are some challenges of implementing in these ICT. So we are just talking about the challenges of the implementing ICT in schools. Now one challenge is digital divide, and another is teacher training, and third is cost and infrastructure. Now first is digital divide. For example, unequal access. Unequal access means some students are able to use that technology while others are not. So there is an unequal distribution, unequal accessibility for the students. Now teacher training. For example, if the teachers are not proficient in using this technology, then they cannot provide that education. They cannot integrate that ICT in their teaching. So that is also one of the challenges. And another is cost and infrastructure. These technology are highly costly, so it's very much difficult. Now another point is strategies for effective integration. How can we solve this problem? Now first is that for using these technologies, we have to develop a clear vision. When we are having clear vision, then we can use and integrate this technology. Now another point is we have to invest the money in the professional development. Only then we can use that. We have to just learn that, and we have to remember that, keep in our mind. Promote collaborative learning, and we have to support and promote collaborative learning so that all can learn. And the fourth point is that continuously evaluate and iterate. Okay, continuous evaluation is required. So by following these points, we can make sure that this technology can be integrated. Okay, so in conclusion, we can say that ICT is an invaluable tool for this modern world, for this 21st century. We have to use this, and we have to learn as a teacher also and as a learner also. Okay, so this is very much important. Now we are in a globalized world. NEP 2020 has also focused upon this ICT in terms of assessment also, competency based, so their skills of the learner can be developed. So many things are there nowadays. We cannot afford to ignore the use of these ICT nowadays. So thank you very much, and keep learning. Thank you very much, friends.